Testing 1, 2, 3. Sup. Got some big purrs, man. How much? What's up, guys? Testing 1, 2, 3. Oh, oh. How we living? How we doing? I got me some Carl's beer. I like this beer. I just did a good boxing session at the gym on my own, so I get a little treat. I haven't streamed in a while. I haven't done a movie review session, guys, in a very long time. So that's what we're gonna do here, and then I'm gonna goof around, maybe rant a little bit. I'm supposed to play Reanimal in about an hour and a half. My friend Uchi, we're streaming the new indie horror game Reanimal, but man, I think the last movie review I did was August of 2025. So what we're gonna do is, cat jumped off. I'm gonna talk movies in September, and hell, it's been months. I hope I remember what these movies are about. So I'll probably do a speed review session, as you call it. So let's start with that. Let's do some movie reviews. Movie review session. All right, September 2025. I watched 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 films. So let's do a quick review session of all of them. In case you missed August, got a sneak preview there. But let's talk movies. Talking movies. So the first film I watched, guys, was a Western, The Three Burials of Melquiades Estrada, directed by Tommy Lee Jones, starring Tommy Lee Jones, Barry Pepper, Dwight Yoakam, January Jones. So Tommy Lee Jones, he lives in rural Texas. I think he has a ranch outside San Antonio. I think San Saba. So this guy knows what's up, man, and he knows how to capture that landscape. And the cinematography is pretty well done in this one. A couple of stunning shots and a couple of good usage of color. But this movie is pretty touching. It's heartfelt, maybe a little brutal at times, but I really like this western. I gave it 4 stars out of 5. Go see it. Highly recommend. So that's my review. We're going quick, guys. So, and who I like seeing Barry Pepper. You know, I grew up in the 90s, 2000s. You know, teenager, and Barry Pepper was always around. So, The Conjuring: Last Rite. So I gave this one 2.5 out of 5. Guys, Um, you really have to care about these characters because they have like there was a total scene that was total throwaway. They were like just hanging out, playing games in their garage, and you're bonding and shit. And it's like I don't really give a damn. Um, I wish it was just 90 minutes of them just duking it out in the houses, and the way they solve the problem. It's like I don't care because like they're just like try harder, focus, and then it's over. Like they just tried a little harder, and they solve the problem. Like it's like whatever, man. But I was mildly entertained. I'll give that one 2.5 out of 5. Movie number 3 is To Die For. I rented this from We Love Video, one of 2 places where you can rent movies in Austin, Texas, where I live. and this was from the employee pick shelf. This is directed by Gus Van Sant from 1995. I gave it 4 stars out of 5. Man, I feel like it had this like electric feeling. I was really into it right by the opening titles, man, because it has like this heavy metal, heavy rock, and Danny Elfman did the score, dude. He was kind of a beast in this. But Nicole Kidman, Matt Dillon, a baby, Joaquin Phoenix, Casey Affleck was young, Elena Douglas is really good, Dan Hedaya, Wayne Knight, Kurtwood Smith. So you got a pretty stacked cast there, guys. I think the costume design, set designs, the colors really, really pop. Tons of detail and color here. And that turns me on in movies, guys. So think of this movie as not a murder mystery, but kind of a drama thriller. It's kind of a take on people and their obsessions of being seen and wanting to be on TV and stuff like that. So really enjoyed To Die For. Movie number 4 of September 2025. I watched Street Kings, directed by David Ayer. This is Copaganda, starring Keanu Reeves, Forrest Whitaker, Chris Evans, Hugh Laurie, Naomi Harris. Cedric the Entertainer's also in it. Common's also in it. Jay Moore is also in it, guys. Believe it or not. But man, Keanu's cop character, he's like chugging pocket shots while driving. Just like tough, rugged cop, pretty bland character. There's some good shootouts though. One will have you laughing because it's like complete overkill, man. One guy gets shot like point blank, like with fucking machine guns, and it's just hilarious. But it's not a bad. I like a good detective story. Getting down to the mystery of things and being outgunned, outnumbered. So I recommend it. A 3-star is a recommendation from me. So although it doesn't say much, if you want a Copaganda movie that's fun to watch, I'll give it a shot. Mission to Mars. Am I too loud? I feel like I'm shouting into this thing here. Oh, whoops. I didn't mean to do that. I have some physical media to share with y'all. Mission to Mars, directed by Brian De Palma from the year 2000. Starring Gary Sinise, Tim Robbins, Don Cheadle, Connie Nielsen, Jerry O'Connell, and more. Solid cast. I gave it 3 out of 5. This was really lacking in the thrills department. Brian De Palma's a master at thrillers, man, but it just doesn't feel like a De Palma movie. There's some... It's just not suspenseful too much. But hey, man, I love outer space adventure movies, so this did just enough to give it a recommendation. There's some decent action set pieces, a couple okay thrilling moments, but I like the cast, and I just like space movies, so I'll give it 3 stars out of 5. 2 thumbs up, as Ebert says. Rest in peace. All right, guys, next film I watched, Ali, Fear Eats the Soul. So I'll make my cam big for this one. You have to watch this movie. This might be my number 1 favorite film, first time watch of 2025, okay? I'm just telling you that right now. Okay. So Ali, Fear Eats the Soul is from the year 1974. I think it's a German film. Directed by Rainer Werner Fassbinder. Starring Bridget Mira, El Hedi bin Salim, Herman. But, man, the camera work, the framing, cinematography is excellent. The lead performances are excellent. It's got a lot to say. And to quote one review I read, you get dick down so good that you forget that you're racist. Because, like, I'm not saying our character is a little flawed. I'll just say that much. But this is a very dramatic, I guess, very serious, but very um. It can be pretty sad. It can be pretty happy. It can be crushing at times. But it's a romance that it's just an unlikely romance between these two because she's an older middle aged lady and he's a kind of a younger dude, you know. And for some reason they love each other, man, and they're just have totally different backgrounds. But this really hit me in the feelings, guys. 5 stars out of 5 for Ali. Fear Eats the Soul. I saw the next film I saw. I went to the theaters. Got to go to the theaters, right? And this was my girlfriend's pick. I'm pretty stubborn. I'm pretty annoying with my picks. I kind of hog it, you know. But hey, man, you got to keep your finger on the pulse of Hollywood sometimes. And I was like, all right, I'll go watch it. Got to know what Hollywood's up to, right? Keep your friends close, but your enemies closer, as Miguel Corleone would like to say. This is directed by Jay Roach. I think he directed Austin Powers. Olivia Colman, Benedict Cumberbatch, Andy Samberg, Kate McKinnon. And I gave it 2 out of 5. Man, it was written by some corny liberal dude. There's just some bad jokes, and it appeals to a crowd that's not for me. There was it is a comedy, and there are a few funny moments. I'll give it that. Especially like Homeboy is like I think he's like an architect designer or something, and he had some contraption break apart, and he went viral on YouTube because he said, "Oh, it's never gonna break," but then they remix it with music, and that was the hardest I laughed in the film. I thought that was pretty good, but I think this is a miss, guys. The Roses, 2 thumbs down. 2 stars out of 5. Deepwater Horizon. Guys, I kind of went on a disaster movie run, and I gave this one 3 out of 5. Definitely pro-America, pro-white people kind of shit, you know, white bread shit. It's directed by Peter Berg from 2016. He directed Friday Night Lights, I think, among other films. This stars Mark Wahlberg, Kurt Russell, John Malkovich, Gina Rodriguez, Kate Hudson, and more. Ethan Suplee. I think that guy went on a weight loss run. He's pretty inspiring. But hey, man, it's an entertaining disaster movie. That's all I gotta say about that one, man. Shit blows up. People are dying. People are trying to survive, run for their lives on a burning oil rig. So look past the propaganda. I enjoyed it. Next film was The Perfect Weapon. This is from the year 1991, directed by Mark DeSalle. This is a really good B-action, low-budget action martial arts film starring Jeff Speakman, John Dye, Mako, James Hong, a baby Mariska Hargitay, who has like one line in the film, dude. They make her there as eye candy, but she was like 16 or 18 when she made this. It's kind of strange, guys. Kerry Hiroyuka Tagawa, he was in Mortal Kombat, Shang Tsung. So we all like him. I think he just died too, right? Rest in peace. But pretty good action choreography, guys. Great martial arts. I think the action is well done, and that's what I'm here for, you know? That's what I came for. And Jeff Speakman, he can fight. It's well directed, competently directed. 3.5 stars out of 5 on that one. All right, so I was hungover. I called out. I was pretty sad. So what I did, I'm gonna try the substitute films. I don't know why. Let's go with The Substitute, from 1996, directed by Robert Mandel, starring Tom Berenger, Raymond Cruz, Mark Anthony, William Forsythe, Luis Guzman, Diane Venora, Ernie Hudson, Glenn Plummer. Hey, look at that cast, man. That's pretty good. 2.5 stars out of 5. The action choreography is kind of poor, dude. especially the fight scenes. Tom Berenger can't fight to save his life. It's really embarrassing. I have a clip on my X account showing that. Um, yeah, it was. But it was kind of thrilling just to be like, dang, there's like this high school is so effed up, and him just getting to the bottom of who's the ringleader of this gang and how can he help the students. And I like watching Tom Berenger act. I mean, come on. Same with Ernie Hudson, man. So Raymond Cruz is cool too, man. But you're looking for an action thriller, and it's lacking in what it's trying to do. So 2 thumbs down on that one. Can't recommend. But I watched The Substitute 2, School's Out. I gave this a half star more, 3 stars out of 5. I like how the movie poster's the same. This is directed by Stephen Pearl. The year 1998. Starring Treat Williams in the lead role now. B.D. Wong, Angel David. Lawrence Gilliard Jr., guys. We know him from The Wire. And he was in The Waterboy as the kicker, I think. Eduardo Ballerini, he was in The Sopranos. He's got a good little cast going on, guys. Oh, and the rapper Guru from Gangstar, dude, he's in this. So that's why I gave it 3 stars. You got a who's who cast here, you know? So, I think the action's a little bit better. I honestly prefer Treat Williams more than Tom Berenger. So, you got another mystery of who's the gang leader, who's doing these attacks, and who's disrupting this whole ring out there, a crime ring. So, I like the story. Substitute 2, 2 thumbs up. So, let's pause on The Substitute to go to Alien Nation. This is 1988 sci-fi police procedural type movie, directed by Graham Baker, starring James Caan, Mandy Patinkin, Terrence Stamp, and more. So think of it as a buddy cop movie. Mandy Patinkin's the alien. Mandy Patinkin's the guy like Diego Montoya, you killed my father, prepare to die. That's from The Princess Bride. So let me see here. So I got a text message here. Let me get this. But yeah, man, it's a good camaraderie. They got good camaraderie, man. James Caan and Mandy Patinkin, good chemistry there. And for a police procedural, sci-fi, future, I liked it. I gave it 3 stars out of 5. James Caan was kind of an asshole the whole movie, though. I didn't really like him too much, but I like it, man. 2 thumbs up for Alien Nation. All right, let's go to The Substitute 3, Winner Takes All. So I downgraded this one almost 3 stars. So this is directed by Robert Radler. And 1999, Treat Williams is back as Carl Thomason. Barbara Jane Reems, Brian Simpson. So a lot of these folks, I have no idea who they are. But now, dude, we're dealing with football jocks, and they're roided out. So he's trying to find out who is supplying them drugs. And he's got to keep them at bay to teach the students. So, I don't know, man. There's this really poor scene of a wet t-shirt contest that's so lame, and it takes up 15 minutes of the fucking movie. It sucks, man. If that wasn't there, maybe I'd rate it higher. But 2 thumbs down, 2.5 stars out of 5 for Substitute 3. Still, though, I was having a good run. Substitute 4, man. Failure is not an option. Some people say this is the weakest. And you know what, man? I say the highs are really high. It's some of the highest of the series, okay? So there's like this moment. Treat Williams uses a freaking what is it, like a caterpillar truck, and he like starts smashing people with it. And Angie Everhart is hot as fuck, dude. She's so hot. Patrick Kilpatrick, he's like in every action movie as a goon in the background, and he's the lead villain here. You're dealing with Nazis in this one, by the way, at a military academy. Bill Nunn's in this. He's kind of wasted though. Simon Rhee, a Rhee brother in here. He's a good martial artist. But hey, man, 3 stars out of 5. And I rated it maybe a little. I was a little too friendly on this one, but I liked it. So watch the Substitute series, guys. You need something lazy to put on in the background. Do it. Do it. All right, second to last film. The 15th film I watched in September 2025. Lake Placid. Directed by Steve Miner, 1999, starring Bill Pullman, Bridget Fonda, Oliver Platt, Brendan Gleeson, Betty White, Mariska Hargitay. Oh yeah, she's barely in this movie. Guys, this is a crisp 82 minutes, man. Take out the credits, it's like 75 minutes. It is the shortest creature feature out there. And that's why I like it, man. I think the beginning tries to set up like this stupid love triangle, but besides that, the dialogue's pretty funny and sharp. And I think the kills in this are really good. The practical effects are pretty good. The CGI is not that great, but hey man, for a short creature feature, in and out, 4 stars out of 5. Boom. Betty White's really funny. Rest in peace. Last film, guys. Let's talk about this. Judgment Night, first time viewing. This is directed by Stephen Hopkins from the year 1993, starring Emilio Estevez, Cuba Gooding Jr., Dennis Leary as the villain, Stephen Dorff, Jeremy Piven, Peter Green, rest in peace. He just passed away a month ago or so. This is pretty well shot, dude, because Stephen Hopkins makes it. He makes that Chicago night and urban setting really spooky, and there's like long shots with like newspapers flying around. It just looks really pretty scary out there to be lost, and where places are just abandoned or like there's gangs on the block, stuff like that. So you really feel that. You got a really good cast, guys. Good group of cast right there. I don't care for Piven much, but Dennis Leary's pretty good, although he's kind of a biter. He steals comic bits, so I've heard. I mean, I guess everybody does, right? But this is these 4 dudes get lost in their RV and they're on the run. And it's pretty thrilling. You got these guys that just never stop chasing them. It's Leary and his gang. They are relentless, dude. And these guys have to outwit them, outrun them. And I found it thrilling as hell, dude. 3.5 stars out of 5. 2 thumbs up. So, boom, there you go. That is September 2025 movie recap. That's 16 films watched. And if you want a sneak peek of what I watched in October, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 films in October. So we can do that another stream, guys. Sorry I haven't been reviewing films. It's hard to be consistent as a content creator, man. It's super hard. So I'm going to use the bathroom, get a beverage. I'll be right back. Give me 1 second. Hey, Yona, what's up? Give me 1 second. Coming. What? Okay. Oh, man. Whew. I had to go take a shot with the girlfriend downstairs. Yona, what's up? Have I played The Last Descendants yet? What's up with The Last Descendants, man? Say hi to Marge. What is I'm going to Google this real quick. The Last Descendants? I see the third person shooter powered by Unreal Engine 5. Let's see. Well, okay. I'm not going to put the audio on. Is there gameplay? Hmm. Yeah, this looks kind of cool. Reviews are mixed though. It's not the reviews aren't the best. All right, so I talked some movies, guys. Real quick, I want to talk about some physical media pickups. I went to Houston last weekend, visit the girlfriend's family, and I always try and hit up a thrift store or two, or a retro game store, you know. Um, so I went to a thrift store that's random. Check this out, man. I got a VHS tape, man. It's a rare B action film. It's barely logged on Letterbox, y'all. So let's look it up. Excuse me. Um. Oh my gosh, what is wrong with me? Nothing to lose. Where is it? What? What am I missing? Wow, it's not even here. I swear I found it one time. Oh, here it is. Yeah, look, dude, there's barely any reviews. Usually there's like numbers down here. And it's PM Entertainment, y'all. PM Entertainment is like they make the best low budget B action movies, and I'm so down to watch it, guys. It doesn't look like it's very good, but you know, there we go. Um, that's the actually I was gonna buy more Blu-rays there. Um, but every time there was like two or three discs. I opened it and it wasn't there. There was like Open Range. There was a Western, and a couple other movies. But it's like, damn, man. But let's share some book pickups. I rented I checked out The Warehouse, a visual primer on mass incarceration. And this is going to be one of the next books I'm reading on stream, guys. By James Kilgore. I think he was he was been in prison before. And by artist Vic Liu. And, it's got some artwork in there. But shocking statistics of the mass incarceration, the prison industrial complex in the United States. Really eye-opening stuff here. So I'm almost done reading it, but I'll probably stop at the end and start reading it on stream for you guys. So I rented this from my local library, man. The Warehouse. So excited to read that one. I've got this is going to be, I try and read books that are, anti-imperialist, anti-capitalist. So I try and read something in that realm, but also people get turned off on my channel because you're not like doing any game or film stuff, which sucks, but I stream what I want to stream, But Marx at the Arcade, Consoles, Controllers, and Class Struggle by Jamie Woodcock. So this is something I want to read. So this will be the second book I'm reading on stream. It's cool. My friend mentioned he wanted to play Absalom, but he bailed on me. And he said he went out to dinner, so. All right, so another book, guys. This Black Leftist, Mtume Gant. Great follow, Mtume. Follow him on Instagram. He knows a lot of shit, man. And he talked about this one. How to Read Donald Duck, Imperialist Ideology in the Disney comic. It calls out Disney and all their bullshit, dude. This is from the 70s, I think. From Chile. I think it's from Chile. Chilean writers. So, really cool stuff. This book was banned, y'all. But I was able to. I think it's like they were burning this book back in the 70s. And it's because the United States and the West overthrew that government and made it ultra-capitalist, They couldn't have a socialist leader there. So, but yeah, this is going to be an eye-opener. I'll read that on stream, but this is on the back burner, y'all. How to Read Donald Duck. So, I don't really have much else to talk about. I kind of want to hang out for a minute. In 40 minutes, I'm going to play Reanimal with my friend Uchi. Reanimal is a new indie horror game. If you're familiar with Little Nightmares, it's a co-op horror game. You're like little figures running around, solving puzzles and running for your life from like stalkers, big enemies. So, yeah. I guess I'll stop the stream here because I don't want to bore you guys of me just, Ben definitely won't bail on you and not give you a reason. Yeah, I'm gonna end the stream here. I gotta make some clips and stuff, but in 40 minutes I'm going live because Uchi, her name's Uchiha0614. Follow her on Twitch, good friend of mine. But we're gonna play some horror games tonight. So But yeah, Yona in the YouTube chat. I looked up the first Descendant. Yeah, yeah, you. I was talking about it just now. I pulled up a tab for you, and I was looking at the trailer. It was pretty cool, man. The graphics look pretty sick. So I am interested. I have not played it yet, but I'll add it to my Steam wish list. Okay. So you have long fingernails. Oh my cat. Marge is knocked out. All right. Well, if you guys are interested, come back in 40 minutes, and I'll be playing Reanimal with my friend. But thanks, Yona, for stopping by. I'm gonna go get prepared. Oh, the game's free. Hell yeah, dude. I like free shit. I'll keep you posted on that. Well, come hang out later, man. I'll be on.